first guest made history as the first Black woman to win the Miss America title. Since she has become one of the hugest superstars, give it up for the one and only Miss Vanessa Williams. Okay, since it's a fashion moment in here.
Yes.
You went to the Met Gala.
I went once, that's probably 2000, maybe that was 2010, 2010.
Was this one of the first ones?
This is when Met Gala had no red carpet, there was no theme. This was just you show up, you have a nice dinner. I ended up sitting next to Marsha Cross's table, not knowing that I'd do Desperate Housewives with her, 10 years later. But yeah, that was Louis Vuitton. But there was no major thing. It has exploded to beyond now. But everything has. I mean,
Yes.
I remember, rolling up to, the Grammys, but even. Like the Golden Globes were all kind of quiet back in the 80s. We're talking 80s, 90s. Now everything is on steroids. So,
wow.
That's just how we live now. I'm sure wedding and event planners are loving it because they can put everything on, blast.
Okay, so tell us about your PBS special. Tell us what it's about.
So I did a PBS special, the series Great Performances, and it's been on for 50 years, and they do opera, they do Broadway. And I just did the 50th Broadway special with some amazing people. And so I did the song Kiss the Spider-Woman from Spider-Woman, which I did in 1994-95. And then I did a Sondheim tribute with Norm Lewis, and we did so many people. So Chita Rivera was there. Chita is 90 and still doing all that jazz and wiggling and shimmying, and at 90 years old.
That's amazing.
That's the fire that I still want to have. I mean, I've worked with Cicely Tyson when she was in her 80s. I've worked with Barbara Cook when she was 85. I've worked with Eartha Kitt when she was in her 80s. Those are the people, when you see not only the legacy, of course, I praise them growing up, but when you see the fire that they have at that age to still want to do it and still set the audience on fire, that's what's going to make me do the same thing for the next 30 years. So you'll see me at 90 doing that.
Yes, we want to see you.
I took a plane straight from Italy. By the end, you will see why I'm from Sicily. Ciao.
Well, then makes me who I am, from Haiti to NYC to Amsterdam. Yeah.
She is the queen of the moment. She is the queen of the night.
Wow. That looked so fun. Can you tell us what Queen of the Universe is about?
Queen of the Universe is a drag competition show where everyone has to sing live.
Ooh.
So no one is lip syncing, they're all singing live. And there are queens from all over the world. I think you saw the Netherlands, you saw Italy, there's Mexico, we've had France, of course, the United States. It's been incredible. So this is season 2. It's on Paramount Plus. And it's extraordinary, not only the talent and what they have to do in terms of their tasks, but the drag. The drag, what they bring and what they transform into and what the themes are. Talking about wearing clothes, it's extraordinary what they do.
That sounds like my type of show right there. Yeah. Now, Mel B is a new judge on the show.
Mel B is a new judge. We had Leona Lewis on season 1, but she had a baby. Yeah, she has a baby girl. Yeah, so Mel B stepped in, and Mel's done so many different judge shows. But the first time I met Mel, I brought my girls. I have 4 kids. My oldest girls were in middle school, and I brought them to see the Spice Girls at Jones Beach, which is an outdoor venue back in the day. And this is when I saw them in Tokyo. We were doing one of some TV show, and we did a quick a photo in the back. But Mel B's been doing it for years, you know, and she was a great addition to the judges panel, along with Trixie Mattel, if anyone knows who Trixie is, and Michelle Visage, who's amazing, and Graham Norton is our host.
Oh,
yeah,
that is nice. Oh, I love that. And then after pageants, you started your music career.
Oh, God. You're talking about Miss America? Yeah. I only did one.
One? You only did one?
Yeah, I was a musical theater major at Syracuse University. And your freshman year is your core year, so your sophomore year is when you can actually start to perform. And I started doing all these different musicals and variety shows. And I was supposed to do Cyrano de Bergerac that April, and the show got canceled at Syracuse Stage, and I had April free, and they have local scouts that kind of like, that are on the board, like, would you do the pageant? And I had April free, and I said to my mom, like, do you think I should do this Miss Syracuse thing? She said, is there scholarship money? I said, yes, because I always got scholarships every year, and so she said, do it. So my parents didn't even show up. I mean, it was just, I sang a song for my performance class called Being Good Isn't Good Enough from the Broadway musical Hallelujah Baby that Leslie Uggams made famous. And my friend played piano, and I got a bathing suit at our local store in Syracuse, Sibley's, and won. And then I went to New York State in July, sang the same song, wore the same stuff, won that. And then went to Miss America that September. So within 6 months, I went from being a sophomore at Syracuse to winning Miss America that September. And I was supposed to have my junior year abroad in London. So my roommate was already waiting for me, you know, thinking that I'd be finished and come and join her. And it didn't happen. Big detour.
To hear that from you is like, wow.
40 years ago.
40 years ago. And you also toured with Luther Vandross?
Oh, God, Luther. Oh, yes. Luther was a dear friend, and we toured together in 1997. We toured around the world, and he was such a love, and we had so many great memories. One of my favorite memories was we would have a Soul Train line when I would finish my set, and he would be starting his, because I opened for him. We'd have a Soul Train line, and we'd go back and forth, and everybody would go down the Soul Train line, and he was pure joy. He loved things hot. As a singer, no AC at all. You know that.
Oh, yes,
because
ma'am.
it keeps the chords nice and juicy and warm and flexible. So everybody was always sweating. Everybody was sweating backstage. Exactly.
Thank you for sharing that, because I never got to meet him. That is amazing. Thank you so much for being here.
Well, thank you.
Will you come back and see us?
Yes, I will.
Isn't she fabulous? Oh my God! Season 2 of Queen of the Universe premieres June 2nd on Paramount Plus. We'll be right back. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.